Good morning, Hornet Nation. Welcome to the Daily Buzz. I'm Joe Hutzler. Today is Monday, February 12th, 2018, and here's what the Buzz is all about today. We begin with women's basketball, who celebrated a very big day for them on Saturday, Senior Day, celebrating those three ladies behind me on the screen, and here's what took place on the hardwood. These Hive-Lights brought to you by Bell's Automotive Services right here in Lynchburg, Virginia. Here are those three seniors celebrating before the game got started: Brittany Afolabi-Brown, Olivia DiFrancesco, and Caroline Nauman. A great moment before the game, and the team played just as well. Olivia DiFrancesco, the program's all-time leader in three-point shots made, hits one right there. How about another? Sure, why not? There's 2 for 2 for DiFrancesco. And later on, Lynchburg starting to pull away here. They couldn't quite get away from WNL, who stuck around to be down by 3 consistently, but then 4 threes for Olivia DiFrancesco blew up the lead, and right here with 3:25 to go made it a 14-point lead as they went into halftime, outscoring WNL in the second quarter 21-9. Now here we go into the second half. Lynchburg well on their way to another victory, and it's the other seniors getting involved. Leading by 10, Caroline Nauman makes it 12 after a great pass from Alex Allen. Afolabi-Brown, nobody better at that mid-range jumper than number 3 in gray, knocks that down, 2 of her 10 points on the afternoon. Worth mentioning, Caroline Nauman had a double-double for the 13th time, and here they go combining for some points. Nauman scoops it up and scores. Lynchburg wins 66-47, the 86th victory for those seniors. And a great moment after the game as they got to do some autographing, as they would hand out some of their posters to the young ones. The middle school team played at halftime, and you know what? Even the Voice senior was in attendance. My dad, Jeff, he got one too. He was very happy about it, as you can see. Don't you love when old people don't realize the video is playing, not just a photo? Moving on to men's lacrosse, who was on the road at number 1 Salisbury this weekend to open up their season. Here we are in the first quarter, and it's going to be a goal for Logan Adams. The first goal of the 2018 season is in the books. Logan Adams is the man who scored it. Later on, Colin Dean, nowhere to pass it to. No problem. Top shelf touches the net and scores to keep Lynchburg within 1 at that point. Later on now, in the first half, Kevin Rogers down the alley by himself just says, all right, flags on the ground, no problem. I'll score and I'll celebrate by myself. Where are my teammates at? All right, fine, I'll come over to you guys. First of 2 goals for Kevin Rogers. Lynchburg down 8-5 at halftime. In the second half, it's the Andrew Thomas show, just curling around the net and finding the ball going to the back of the nylon, and the bench is excited. Much more from Thomas in that second half. But first, a ground ball by Michael Githens finds the senior, Ryan Cardux, and a big moment for Dux. He has not played since 2016, missed all of 2017 with an injury, and he gets on the board there to help Lynchburg stay within a few goals. Andrew Thomas gets it from Logan Adams, and Thomas scoring for the 3rd time, hat trick to open the year, but Lynchburg would fall 13-9 to the number 1 team in the country. Let's move on to some other results we had this weekend. We begin with men's basketball, who took it to the brink with the Hornets up north, 98-95, the final score in overtime. Connor Schroeder, 31 points and 10 rebounds as Lynchburg got a much-needed victory over Shenandoah. Also this weekend, men's tennis was at Methodist, an 8-1 defeat for the Hornets, an 8-6 win for the doubles pair of Zach Shane and Luke Sablik, however. On the women's side, Jenna Landis had a singles match win in the 8-1 team loss, 6-2 and 6-0. Also, track and field was indoors, as they have been during the winter months, at the VMI Winter Relays, and here are a list of results for you, including a 6th place finish for Dalton Hopp in the weight throw, and Xavier also finishing in the 512th place, the top D3 time in the race. Lynchburg consistently able to do that as of late, being the top D3 team in a lot of those races. On the women's end, Natalie Deacon, 2nd place in the 800-meter run for a conference best time, and Deja Mitchell, 9th place in the 500, setting a conference best time in the 400 as well. And don't forget about Michaela Cholak and that medley relay team, 3rd best time in the ODAC in this early indoor track and field season. And Equestrian was on the dirt this weekend in their shows at Randolph and Hollins, and in the Randolph IHSA show, they had a 6th place finish in terms of the team score. Christina Antonucci second in open flat, while Danny Herzberg qualified for regionals in that 3rd place finish over the novice flat. And Sunday, this was all that we could muster up to show you here on the show before we had to film it. Overall team score of 5th place for Lynchburg at the Hollins IHSA event, and Christina Antonucci finished as the high point rider, which means she had the most points of any rider in the entire event. Now moving on to campus events for this Monday. Museums and the Construction of Race, Investigating the Colonial Crime Scene is tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. presented by Wandio Kasibe, Public Programs Coordinator for the Aziko Museum in Cape Town, South Africa. It came a long way to talk about a very important subject, and if you'd like to check that out, you can do so tonight inside the Hopwood Hall. Well, as we do every day here on the Daily Buzz, we let you know what day it is on the National Day calendar. And today is National Clean Out Your Computer Day. And this is a day that we basically do every day here at LHSN, always remembering to save and delete. Don't just throw the stuff in the recycle bin as well and think that it's gone. You have to empty the trash every now and then for that file to be completely gone. So even though you say, well, I put it in the trash, you still have to take the trash out to be completely rid of that garbage. And before we end the show, we have some bonus content for you. Great work yesterday morning by one of our crew members to go out and check out College Lake. We've been receiving a lot of rain, some areas 5 to 6 inches in Lynchburg, hence the name Drenchburg. And you saw some of the aftermath yesterday is that water from College Lake just rushing underneath of the road and the dam, and really great, spectacular views of some rippling rapids right just outside of main campus. So some really cool footage, and we thank them for the extra effort as well. That's all the time we have for today on this Monday. We hope to see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when we will have a feature on a club swimming athlete. Alyssa Reed has qualified for nationals in swimming, and we'll hear from her and about her journey heading into that meet. But until then, remember, it's a great day to be a Hornet, and we are one nation.